everyone, Yensid Organist here, and welcome to another episode of Orgelcraft. I hope you guys are having a great day today. This is the super, mega, colossal, bass finishing episode of Doom. Can I say of Doom? Is that something Iskow's trademarked? I don't know. Also, the black screen cutaway commentary on what I just said, is that a trademark Mumbo thing? Anyway, potential copyright infringement aside, we have a lot to do today. So in the last episode, we built up this item equipping station. I can't get up here. And we had some problems with it. I've been doing a little bit of work rerouting things, and I think I finally figured out what the problem was. And what I was actually going to do is run two separate lines, but I'm not sure that I need to do that because this comparator clock here, this comparator is in subtraction, so this signal strength gets less and less every time it goes around, which means it's probably not reaching all the way to the end. So I think a simple repeater coming off of here will fix the problem, but I need to play with that a little bit more. We also built our concrete converter and our little snow farm, and we need to do a little bit more with lighting in this room. I spent this week's live stream working on the outside of the base doing lighting, only to come in here and discover that this place was not completely lit up, and I'm amazed that I didn't lose any of my villagers. At the end of the live stream, we came up with this. This is the project wall. This is everything that needs to be done in this episode. And yeah, it's a lot. So, let's go through. Fix armor equipper. That actually needs to say, fix armor equipper and stock. Okay? We need minecart rails through the base. They stop down there. We need to get a station here. We need to get a station in there. And we need to get a station up there. Exterior landscaping. I want to do some planters. I want to do some trees. Yeah, and a little bit to the outside of the base, which we will come to in just a second. The bee farm and the sheep farm cleanup. So I still don't have the honeycomb farm running. This one's an asterisk because if I don't get there in this episode, I'm not too fussed about that. Move the portal. It's sitting in the middle of nowhere, and I want it someplace more convenient and less obtrusive. Cora's Fruit Farm. That's pretty self-explanatory, which is going to be located in the ride exit area, or the base exit area. This is the area outside the base over there. We got that whole big room there. Industrial Revolution detailing. I've been talking about this for weeks. This room is there, but it needs to be texturized a little bit. Random bee farm chest. Yeah, there's a random chest down by the bee farm that needs to be emptied and taken away. Move map. This is something you guys haven't seen, but I actually went and mapped out most of the world. And it is going to go outside the base. Where is it? As part of our exterior landscaping project. Finish the base lighting, so all of the top here, which I'm probably about 2/3 of the way done. We got a decent amount done on live stream, and I'm almost there. And I have finally settled on a finished texture for our sea lanterns, and it looks awesome, and it's got animation put back into it, so I think it looks really cool. Tree farm, which is right here. That should be easy. Garage decoration, that is the area up there where our armor equipper station is. Sphere lighting. Oh, no. Haha. Finish base lighting. That would be, goodbye, torch spam. Sphere lighting. That would be the globe up there. The exterior. And replace the deceased librarian, the one that we lost by accident up there. I don't even remember what book he's supposed to have, so we need to do that. So, lots of projects for this, but most of them are not overly involved, and I think this is something that we can get through in the span of this episode. So, let's get to it. I'm going to start with finishing lighting the outside of the base, because it's kind of what I'm in the middle of. Let's get that done. Well, it is raining again, but the base is lit. Now I realize this is the inside that you're never going to actually see once we get all done. I guess I can take those levers down off of there. I'm going to wait and do a grand reveal a little bit later in the game. A little bit later in the episode, because I still have the minecart rail. leading up to the outside, and I would like to have that gone when we do this. But sphere lighting, done. Also, friendly word of advice, if you're making a large sphere and you think you want to light it up, plan that out ahead of time, because I think it took me longer to light this thing than it actually did to build the original sphere. Yeah, that was quite the project, but we got there in the end, and you will guys will get to see that a little bit later in the episode. All right, what can we do really quickly here? How about, what was I thinking? Where was the thing with the chest? Was that this? Clean up. Random bee farm chest. Yeah, let's do that. Yes, this random chest here. Ooh, with a whole bunch of shulker boxes in it. A whole bunch of empty shulker boxes. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. And let's do that. And then all of this stuff can go in there. And then I will go put this away, and we can mark that off the list. Random bee farm chest, done. Okay, hey, we got 2 things off. Excellent. Let's take care of that armor equipping station. All right, this has been fixed. I tested it. I sort of tested it. No, I tested it. It does work. But let's go ahead and give it a good stress test. I have completely filled it. I set my spawn at the bed down there. So we can just go up like this. And then down like this. Whoops. And then we should be able to come here, push the button, fully geared up. I forgot the sword and the bow. Okay, well that is easy enough to add into the mix, but other than that, we are good. We got 56 food, we got 56 rockets. Should be more than enough to get back to wherever we lost our stuff. We will not make the same mistake twice. And that is going to be that. So there's all of my stuff recollected. We'll get that all sorted out and put back in, and we'll be all good to go. All right, so we can take that off the list. The next thing I want to do is move this portal. And what I'm kind of thinking I want to do is I think that I want to put it over here underneath the monorail station. I don't like how this looks from the bottom. Oh, you know what? I didn't do any of like the stair detail work here. Okay, well that'll have to be fixed. So, but I think this would be a good place to move it to. I hope that this isn't so far away that it will, I'm hoping that I can use the same portal in the Nether and that I don't have to move it, because I was playing around doing a couple things, and I moved the portal for the Guardian farm into the room where all of the drops come out. And then I had to relocate the portal in here, but that was probably a few hundred blocks. This is a few dozen, so hopefully that will work. So let me get that, let me see if I can get this moved, and then I will bring you guys back. Portal moved. Underside of station detailed. Quick trip to the Nether, to the gold farm, to get bows put together so that we can stock up this fully. Done. So we got picks, we got shovels, we got swords, we got bows, we got boots, we got pants, we got helmets, and we got wings. That is all well and done. I added this sign back in here to have a lighting reveal so that I didn't forget that. Okay, let's see here. So that's going to be armor equipper. And move portal. Let's see, is that it? I feel like I did something else, but maybe not. Okay, that is all of that. All right, good. So what to do next? You know what? I think I want to get this area finished. So let me see about getting the tree farm in. I have an idea for what I want to do for that. So let me see about that, and then I will bring you guys back when that is done, and we'll start working on texturizing this area. And welcome back. Here is the tree farm. So all you do is go ahead and plant your saplings along here. Press this button, and you will get some bone meal, and you might have to press it a few times to get all the trees to grow up, but not too shabby and fairly easy to work with. Obviously, stuff grows up quite a lot, but yeah, I think this is going to be good for this area. A little bit of storage over here, some extra bone meal, saplings that we can grow, as just a single sapling tree, and then a little access hatch down here if we ever need it. I have become a huge fan of the little comparator clock, and that's basically all we have. This is what we were using for the armor equipper station. That's what we've got going on right here. Observers, diction, enunciation, all linked up to the dispensers, and that is how everything works. Nice and flush with the floor here. A little bit of stone brick along the back just to kind of conceal all of the mechanisms behind there. And I think that is good. So let's go ahead and take another one off the board here. There it is, tree farm. Got that done. Still need to do lighting, but again, that's a little bit later of a project. I think we will just leave this for now. So the next thing is detailing in this area, and I suspect I'm probably going to need to go gather a few more resources to do that. Plus, I also want to do something to cover this up so that, all of this is hidden. And I actually have an idea from modded Minecraft of what I want this to look like. So yeah, let me get some materials, and I will bring you guys right back. Welcome back, everyone. So my idea for enclosing this, as I said before, I'm actually taking from modded Minecraft. A while back, I was playing SevTech Ages, and there is this one thing that you get fairly early on. I think it's called a kiln. I'm not 100% sure. I will put a picture on screen if I can find it. But basically it's a larger furnace, and I want to take some inspiration from that. So I've marked out what we're going to do here as far as the size of this. And yeah, so essentially this is going to be like a, like a large blast furnace or something like that. Oh, I forgot black concrete. That's okay. That will be, used in here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, and then we'll do the same on the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And, then essentially we're gonna just, build up an area here, and then essentially you would stand in the input to the furnace, which I realize you probably wouldn't do in real life, but hey, this is Minecraft, so we go with it. So let's see, then this one I got to be a little bit careful about. So let's do that and that. Okay, and then we're gonna fill all of this in, and essentially what I'm doing is I'm using the terracotta as though they were really large bricks. You can kind of, if I've managed to obtain a picture of this, you can kind of see what I'm what I'm going for there. It has the the red around the edges, and then like a more like yellowish or tan color on the inside. And so I'm getting as close. I played around with this for way too long in creative, trying to come up with a good design. But I'm pretty happy with how this ended up looking. That's not the block I want. We're gonna do that. All right, and then that, and then this is actually going to be our white terracotta, and then I'm going to replace this with black concrete, to kind of do that. And then we also need to do along the top, we're going to do one more here, if I can catch all of that. There we go. All right, so we have that, and then I'm going to do a little bit of detail on the outside. So I want to do a couple of nether brick fences here. I think it's going to rain in every clip that I record. At least we're inside today. And then I have to see, let's see here. I was going to do some iron trap doors along here for some detail, but with the hoppers being right here, that would lock those. So I don't think that's going to work. Yes, we might have to forego that detail. So that's the front of it, and then essentially the other sides are just going to be built up around that, and then we'll have like a little bit of a smokestack on top. So I will get that finished. And then as far as the rest of this room goes, what I want to do is, essentially come into these walls and just add a little bit of interest, so take a little bit like this and, replace it with some granite, so that it kind of looks like, the walls are breaking down a little bit. We can do a little of this over here. And I was actually thinking that maybe even this red terracotta might look kind of good, kind of like, maybe they tried to patch this up. But essentially that's kind of what I want to do to the rest of this room, because right now it looks entirely too new. And if we're talking, mid 1800s for Industrial Revolution, then it would not be looking, quite this well kept. So we want to, make it look a little bit aged. So I'm gonna get to work on all of that, and I will bring you guys back when that is done. Welcome back, everyone. Our room is detailed, so went through and worked all of the walls. I also did a little bit with some nether brick. I feel like, it's like smoke has kind of stained the walls, over the years of the villagers working. Here is our kiln, our blast furnace. Have a little bit of concrete powder in there. I also put a campfire back in there. I thought you'd be cool to kind of see the flames. Mostly all you see is the smoke. Yeah. So, yeah, texturized, detailed all the way through here. Come around to the back. You see we've got a little more of that nether brick back here. And then, of course, like the entrance so that you can actually get to the stone and cobblestone that you get from there. So yeah, I'm really happy with this room. I feel like we can cross that off the list, wherever that one is. That one right there. This sign has changed to now replace deceased librarian and Fletcher. So as I was doing the detailing here, I popped this out. In the 2 seconds there was a block missing. Villager wanders out. And so I chased him all over. So he immediately runs up here, because I guess it was nighttime. And he got in the bed that I had up here, which I guess I can put back now. So I got a boat. I tried nudging him back in. He fell down there to this black right here, which, is like 4 blocks, and died. So, yeah, so now I have 2 villagers to replace. How fun. Anyway, I'm going to save that for a little bit later. So, let's see. I think probably the next thing to work on is the next big like building area in terms of getting all of this enclosed and figured out. So I'm going to need to do some thinking on what I want to do with that, and yeah, and get some materials together. So I will do that, and I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. Well, guys, this base is just about done. Here is our garage, which is going to be our living area. So we have this driveway that comes up. We have our lawn around here. And here is our little garage. We've got our bed, we got a crafting table, we got a furnace, we got a chest, we got an anvil, we got a stone cutter. We have an inaccessible chest because of how I designed the interior, but that's all right. Yeah, we've got our ender chest. Our rail is going to come right in through here, and then we'll go out through there. I used bone blocks for the walls, and I really like how they looked with a little bit of birch for the roof. You have to pretend that there's an open garage door here because I couldn't pull it all the way back. I just didn't have the space to work with. So this is symbolic of the fact that there's a garage door. We got these little lamps here. We got some trees. And then a little bit of grass dotted everywhere, including a nice 2-high grass that disguises this so that we can come through there. Everything is all lit. We've got the ceiling in place. And this is an awesome feeling to be just about done. Yeah, really happy with how that room turned out. And yeah, we are moving along quite nicely. So let's see, what is this? What are we looking at? We are looking at garage decoration. There we go. All right, so let's see. Easy things to do. How about the minecart rails? That will be pretty easy to bring up. And yeah, I think that's what we will do next. That's an easy little job. I've kind of decided that as far as like hiding the lighting, I'm not overly fussed if I don't get that today. If I don't get the villagers done, although I really want to do that, so I'll say that. And then like the bee farm cleanup and finishing. Yeah, so like they're like little tasks that are just kind of, you know, nothing to really see on screen, anything like that. I can do that on a live stream, you know, or just between episodes. But yeah, so we're making progress. Let's get these rails in place. Welcome back, everyone. The rails are in place. I have also gone through and done the lighting in these couple of rooms. So we've got sea lanterns in the floor under carpet, put a couple of lanterns up there for our little catwalk. That is all done. Yeah, we only needed one in this room, but that is taken care of. And yeah, and we've got our rails all the way up. It gets a little bit slow at the top, but I am okay with that. So yeah, and hey, once again, it's raining. So anyway, that is, where is it? Minecart rails, done. We are making good progress here. All right, so I want to work on the ending area of the base next. Because there's a couple of things that I want to do. I want to put a chorus fruit farm there. When you... So why is it raining in the base? It's raining in the base because, yeah, there's a hole in the base. Also, this needs to be replaced with black concrete. The cyan terracotta is... Oh. Hi. What the... Oh, I think when I was lighting, I may have lost a few rails. Fortunately, I have some with me. Okay. Anyway, the end of Spaceship Earth, they have kind of these games that all have to... The current iteration of the ride, they all have to do with like energy and things like that. Also, this is something I don't think I have shown. I know I showed it on stream, but I'm not sure I have showed it in any of our episodes. I went and mapped out the whole area of our base. I think it's a 5x5 area. Yeah. Yeah, so we have our village here. We have our monorail line is kind of visible. This is our creeper farm, our iron farm. It's funny, that iron farm felt so big, and yet it looks so small on the map. And then there's our base all the way up at the top. So what we're going to do here, obviously I need to clean this up, is we are essentially going to have a game that you can play, and it's a chorus fruit game. So the chorus flowers are what allow you to grow new chorus plants, and then the fruit is everything else that you get. Well, you can actually get the flowers by shooting them with a bow. And so what we're going to do is we are essentially going to dig a pit down in here where we'll have a chorus fruit going up, and so then you can stand right here, you can pick off the flowers, and then you push a button and it'll flush everything into a system that will, have a series of water streams and bring the items up into a chest. So that's what we're going to work on, but in order to do that, we need to move this map, and I don't think I have enough room in my inventory to do that. And where we are going to move this map is, we're actually going to go outside and get wet. I actually like the rain in Minecraft. I don't know if I've ever said that before. Yeah. So there is a mural on the entrance to Spaceship Earth, and I thought it would be really nice to move our maps over here so that you'd have something to look at on the way in. So that is where we are going to put that. Let me get that map moved, and I'm going to get a hole dug out for our chorus fruit farm. So I will get that done. I will bring you guys back in a little bit. Really? Just as I'm about to start recording, you show up, going invisible with your llamas. You stay out there, stupid wandering traders. Okay, anyway, the chorus farm is done. So I essentially copied the color scheme that we have from the entryway and brought it down into here. And as you can see, I was testing a little bit, but essentially what you do is you stand here, you pick off all the flowers, fun little target shooting game, and I'll keep a infinity bow and some arrows around here so that this is ready to go, but essentially you sit here, you pick off all the flowers you want. Oops, well, maybe, if you can get over the glass there. Yeah, and when you're satisfied that you have enough flowers, then you come over here, you flick this lever, water gets dispensed, breaks everything. It's not completely lossless, and I might have to look into that. We'll have to see how much we get, and that stuff got stuck, so that could be a little bit of a problem. But this is the first time I tested it. Obviously, it's also not foolproof, because you do have to go down and replant, but if we come over here, you will see everything coming in, and we got quite the little haul from that first one. We got 40 flowers, 44 fruits, so then you can just grab this. I don't know what the exact number is, but come down here, and I was just planting them like in this order here, so I don't know. Maybe I need to build up the glass wall a little higher. I don't know. I'll have to think a little more on that and see, but then basically that's not where I wanted to put that. There we go. Yeah, just basically coming through here and replanting them and letting them grow, and they grow pretty quickly, so if I could climb up the ladder, please, thank you. But yeah, that's our chorus fruit farm, and I don't need a ton of this, but we've got it, and it's here ready to go. All right, so I am... Hello, you got anything useful? Ferns. If it wasn't for the fact that I just went and collected a whole bunch of those could have been useful. I'm going to need more than he could offer me anyway. As I was saying, in the time that I have left, I want to start doing some exterior landscaping here around the base, bringing just a little bit of greenery in. And so I want to build some planters. And let's see, I'd like to do one along here. I'm not quite sure exactly where I want to build this. But essentially, well, you can't even see that. Maybe... Actually, we could build it up a little bit higher, so we could do like that, maybe? No, because then that's going to block. Well, maybe we'll just do this. You know what we could do is we could take that out, and then we could put those under there, and then we could go like that, and we could come out. Then I guess if I'm doing it this way, I actually want these to be facing this way. This might work. So we could do a little something like that, and then wrap that around and bring it out this way. Yeah, I think that will be good. We can take that out. Can we take that out? No, I think I want that left in. So we'll do that. There we go. And then I went and grabbed a whole bunch of podzol. Because as I said before, it looks like mulch when we were creating our little garden over in the village. And I think that I might actually want to put like slabs on top of here, which I don't have any at the minute. But I think, if we just use these spruce ones that I have for something else, we could put that on there, and then that gives a little bit of depth to this. And yeah, I think that will be good. So I will get and add some of that. And then what we can do is essentially, put some flowers, put some ferns, put some rockets, but just to bring a little bit of greenery to the place. And yeah, I definitely like to have some flowers in here as well. But then if we come out here, what I'd like to do is I would like to make some bigger planters. And so I'm just going to kind of free form these for right now, but essentially I want, something where we could put, some palm trees and things like that. So, maybe we want to do this. And I don't necessarily want these to be geometric. Maybe that's okay. I'm not sure. We'll have to see as we go. We can do a little bit of this and just have something like that. And then of course we would come in, fill it in with podzol. And then we will do some palm trees here. And we've done this design before in the Egyptian room. But essentially, building up a little something like this. There we go. And we can angle it over a little bit. And let's go out one more. Like that, and then we can build out some branches from there, which is going to take a little bit of work to get exactly how we want them to look good. But just kind of trying to get a rough shape at the moment. So something like that, obviously filling in the foliage a lot more. This might be a little tall. We'll have to see. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on this, and just see how many of these we can get done. I want to get a couple in place just to kind of get a feel for how they're going to look, and just add like a little bit of greenery to this, and then I'll probably keep working on this between episodes. So let me get some of these done. I will bring you guys back in a little bit. Well, every time I've tried to record a clip in this video, it's rained, and so it's only appropriate that we are actually now outside getting wet as we see this. But I've got 3 planters done. This is the first one that we kind of built together. I was playing around with some different designs. I had put some slabs on here because I liked the idea of a little bit of change in height between the planter and here. The problem is, from eye level, you can't see the flowers, so those are gone. And I'm okay with it. I much prefer, being able to see this from the player's perspective. But so here is the first planter. And then we get out of the rain for a little bit, which is what you do in the actual Spaceship Earth. And interestingly, there are specially designed channels in the sphere that all funnels rainwater down through these columns, and so you don't get wet when you're underneath the sphere. So then here is our other planter. I've got 4 palm trees tucked in here. Went with a pinkish purple theme with the flowers, and I think that looks really, really nice. And then if we come around to the back, this one is a little more manicured. I wanted to do something a little bit different back here. So we've got these little, trimmed up topiaries. And then some rose bushes interspersed with all of that. But yeah, I am happy with how these are turning out. Now, I do want to have a few more of these planters. They also look really good when you're flying in. But flying in kind of highlights the flaw, and these are not nearly as big as I thought they were going to be, so I definitely want a few more. So that is something I will be working on between episodes, or maybe in a live stream if we had it. These palm trees are annoying to make. They don't take a ton of resources, but they are definitely a pain in the butt to make. So let's see. It is about to be nighttime. Let's go ahead and tick a few things off our list and sleep. Get this rain to go away. Although, like I said, I do enjoy it, but it is very loud. All right, so what can we take off the list? We can take off exterior landscaping. We can take off Chorus Fruit Farm. And we can take off Move Map. I thought we had another one. There we go. All right. This I'm leaving for later. This I'm leaving for later. This we're still going to do. And I do want to see if I can get these. It's all going to come down to how long it takes me to get the librarian that we need. So, yeah. Let's go have a snooze. I'm going to get those villagers back if I can. And then I think we will be ready to wrap this up and we can do our lighting reveal. So I will see you guys in just a minute. The villagers have been replaced, which means the time has come for these villagers to be released. They're not going to their dooms. I wouldn't do that. But they need to be set free. And so, this is going to make a mess, I'm sure. Villagers, you are free. We'll go ahead and take that out. Go! The village is yours. Oh, good grief. Okay, get out. Right, let's do... Where'd that glass go? I can't pick it up because I have no more room in my inventory. There we go. Leave. Get out. All of you. I have work to do. I have to go turn the breeder off. So, yes. So these villagers are free. I am going to turn the breeder off so that we do not have any more of these yahoos coming in, and then we can turn it back on if we ever need them in the future. We won't. Replace villagers. Done. Clean up. Saving for between episodes. Ride exit, saving for later. Finish base lighting, saving for later. Lighting reveal. That's done. Considering that we started with 15 things on this board and we're down to 3, I would call that a successful episode. It's probably been a little bit longer. I'm guessing you probably don't mind. I hope you don't mind. If you do, you can yell at me down in the comments. So, let's do this lighting reveal. I'm trying to figure out the best way to get out of here. Let's punch that. There we go. 1 and 2. And we're going to need to wait for that sun to completely go down. There we go. All right. So, we are going to officially adopt the Orgelcraft texture pack in 3, 2, 1. And there is our base. I would say probably about 95% done. We need to do a little bit more at the end. We need to finish the top off. But other than that, this looks awesome. It has taken a long time to get here. I think we started this in episode 16. It's now episode 48. We have come a long, long way. And I am really, really happy with how everything is turning out. I hope you guys are too, and I would love to hear your feedback on all of this. So that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give it a like and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, I would encourage you to subscribe and make sure you click that little notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest posts. Be sure to follow me on social media, and hope to see you on Wednesday night for our live stream. Thanks for watching. See you real soon.